Hello there, welcome back. Last time, well, we fought a war in Muscovy. Lost a little bit of problem here, and Permian nationalists might actually be what ends up blocking this off, which is wonderful. But I also realized that I'm actually missing quite a big piece of Lithuania still, the fact that it didn't show me, well, just what was the Russian region. But if I do this, now it should. Now it shows me only the Russian region. You basically have to press on the area first. Basically, I'm still missing 4 pieces of Lithuania, so it's good that I just took 4 pieces to begin with. And, well, goal here will be to go, of course, after those missing pieces and stuff like that. The other place, of course, is Persia. My bad there. Let's try again. Persia. Well, fair enough. It's, well, not big. Let's just say that. And Persia itself has a lot of the cores necessary to form this. I believe the only thing that's missing here is a piece of Baluchistan. So, more or less done there. The problem, of course, with getting around to Ming and beating them before they become a real problem. But I did declare war on Kai and the Timurids last time with the assistance of the Ottomans. Well, the Ottomans should be able to kick their asses. That's what I am counting on here. I will not be fighting too much myself. I'll just be hanging back. And basically leaving most of the fighting, except for defending my own land, in the hands of the Ottomans. Basically, I'm saving money and growing Persia in one fell swoop. Weakening the Ottomans a little bit is just a funny side effect. So yeah, things are looking good on that front. We're also going to keep on fixing religious unity. As you can see, it's still pretty damn expensive, and I'm almost at 100% piety. So it's still going to take a while before everything here is done and ready. So for the time being, I'm a little bit unsure what to do with my guy here, but I think we will just keep on fabricating claims on Kolm Reserve. Basically everything that I require here. I have no problems if Muscovy ends up being what creates the bridge that I need to get east, and rather than conquering my way there. So we'll have to see if I can, well, rely on Muscovy to become said bridge or not. I'll be saving up a little bit more money, and then I'll be using my mercenary army to fight. The Ottomans will in most cases be able to do most stuff for me. I'll take that little bit of healthy piety here. And I'm a little bit unsure how this army here will do, but with such a big army joined, we might actually lose here, or at least the Ottomans will get a little bit blasted, but they're doing a lot of damage to the Timurid army, at least. So I will rely on them to, well, do said damage, and people are not attaching to my army, which is silly and should not be done. I can keep 748 power. Well, none of this will actually give me any benefits at all, so we'll just wait for the time being, get it a little bit cheaper. What we'll do, however, is go up on army maintenance, and basically I'll be marching this army now to start a little bit of fighting. Should be fine. I'll be going after the this army here, the Chagatai one, which should turn into a victory. Yeah, most likely going to be a big victory. And again, I'm relying on mercenaries. I kind of want my manpower pool here to regenerate more or less completely before I start messing around with and scarier stuff, and also having a good, well, manpower pool will help on several things. Among them, we have the fact that it will help on keeping people away from my country, keeping the Europeans from attacking me and things like that. So for the time being, things are looking good. The goal here will be to piece out with as many targets as possible. In other words, Chagatai and Karakongu, I need to get them out of this pretty rapidly. They are of no interest whatsoever, so if I can piece out with these guys or get them out of the war, it will definitely be done. But however, we'll just fight this carefully, and we'll see how it all well ends up. Well, I might be in trouble here. I just got up that my connection has been lost. So I'll allow the game to just leave it as it is, and we'll see how it goes. I can invest in a religious idea, but don't really need to yet. I'm going to be waiting. And again, I will not be investing in diplomatic power. We'll be waiting there too. War itself is going fairly nicely. The Ottomans are doing their thing, more or less. And let's see if there we go, connection is back. So I'll again just stay back, allow the Ottomans to fight, and that will most likely end up being the preferred method of fighting that I will be using. coward's way, if you will, or the tactician's way, if you think about it. Sorry, I'm kind of mean. Anyways, the goal here will be to most likely not do much else than wait. I fabricated everything I wanted to. I will fabricate a claim on aswell, because we will be fighting that war pretty soon, I think. I also think it's time for me to actually move my troops down into the area where fighting will occur. And I am at 50% land maintenance because I do want to pay my loan before, well, it becomes too expensive. So until the Ottomans can't really, well, fight on their own anymore, I'll just be hanging back. The goal also will be to get Karakonlu to hand over their Persian province. But there's still a lot to go. We'll see how it plays out. So apparently I have a little bit of backlash here, and I can either let him complain, I get us to build it, or I can suppress him with force. I think we'll suppress him with force, and that is going to be a little bit annoying. But it has to be done, and apparently they're going after my forces of all things, which is really not good at all. The two provinces that were taken from Muscovy has been called. We have a lot of rebels here. Russian is an accepted culture. A lot of wonderful things happening, but I will lose this battle. So what we're going to do is just make sure that our forces get out of trouble, and we're still going to leave everything in the hands of the Ottomans. We'll see how it plays out. So I just got the Chagatyans out, a concession of defeat, which is basically just a cost of 10 prestige. Really cheap, really, when you think about it. And apparently my big army decided to run through my forces, which is not the best, but basically here now I can, well, start kicking these guys' asses the proper way. Karakonlu don't really want to fight here, but Masadran is really expensive, as you can see here. 48% war score. So we are going to have to keep on fighting for a little while longer, and I will be sieging that myself to make sure that we can actually give it to, well, my country. I think I'll have to do that, but I'm not even sure how the Ottomans will recover from this, because they're getting their asses kicked, perfectly honest. Regional nobles challenge Golden Horde. Well, we'll crush them, I guess. We are in the province. They'll get negative modifiers, and everyone will be happy. Heretics in Abkhazia has been converted. Tula is next. Boom, there we go. Now, again, this is going to be a more or less drawn-out war. I need to win against Karakonlu pretty rapidly. That was a blocky victory, perfect timing, which gives me a pretty harsh modifiers, but even so, we still lost. The war here is going to drag. It's going to drag out. That's just the truth of it. I will most likely hire more mercenaries to help me out, but I did not actually expect them to have this sort of, well, fighting capability. I might just go for a nicer peace deal here just to get Karakonlu and Hasa out of it. But I'm a little bit unsure what. Giving the Ottomans Karabagh, would they be happy with that? I have no idea, but it would give them a weirdly placed province. Could force them to give up their ties with Hasa, which could be useful. Also to the Timurids, not useful at all. Having them release Armenia could actually be the way to go here, but really helpful again. Giving up the deal with Nogai, not really helpful. The only thing that I can really consider here is actually forcing them to give me money. But again, that's kind of a, well, weird way of setting things up. So for the time being, just keep on waiting, see if we can come up with a pretty decent idea on what to do here. I'm probably also going to end up taking both of these ideas because we are closing in on the 800 mark, which will give me an extra missionary. So might as well just take those vaults now. We'll take the other one once the time comes. And I might also end up here marching, well, I got all of what you can see here, and Lansing Heresy. But yeah, I think I might have to march my great army here, because the Ottomans, although they do have still 30,000, they are still weakened, which is a good thing to me. That means that they will most likely still remain my ally. I'm going to allow them to siege Kartli, because they are suffering attrition losses, which is going to be beneficial. So we'll wait and see how that plays out. The Ottomans did actually offer to attack them in the mountains, and what we're going to do is actually just support the Ottoman attack by, well, tossing in our mercenaries, and that turned out to be a pretty decent idea. Now, hunting down the Timurid forces will be priority. Now, that is not good at all. The Ottomans just took a peace with the Timurids. With that, I think we're going to have to go for that white peace with with Karakonlu, because it's basically it's too difficult to fight all of these. They don't really have a lot of forces, but it's still not beneficial. Kazan is busy up here, and I don't really want to get myself into a position here where I lose a big war just because I want to be a little bit extra greedy. Yeah, extra greedy. Get all of this going. But Persian Patriots paying to support these guys, it's probably actually a pretty good idea. Because it is going to, first and foremost, it's going to up the revolt risk, which is wonderful. Second of all, it's going to make it a lot easier. They're going to get a lot more forces. And I think what we're going to do is first peace out with Karakonlu. Most likely a white peace will take money. No, white peace it is. Because, let's face it, they are... Can I just do it with the entire thing? No, I just did it with Karakonlu. Brilliant, that is what I wanted. So now the two pieces in this war are the Timurids and Muscovy. Get the war exhaustion of the Timurids up high, we are definitely going to most likely tear them apart. Basically, get rebels to do most of the job for me. And that is kind of what I am hoping here. Have the rebels do jobs for me, so we're going to support the Persian Patriots, and we're just going to, I think, wait a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. Going to try and siege some of the provinces first, and we'll see if it works out or not. Basically, I want to drive up the war exhaustion and not waste money. Could put it that way. But we'll start sieges here and see if we win or not. And I get a little bit of extra opinion with Karakonlu. For the time being, we'll sit back and basically attempt to win. See how what works out for me, if the rebel plan works or not. Well, the nation of Ottomans, your faithful allies, requesting that you come to their aid in the Ottoman conquest of Mantinia against Denmark, Bosnia. It's war that they've started. Denmark side with Bosnia, England, Leinster, Courland, and Bohemia. I will accept, but I will also rely on the Ottomans fighting this on their own. Let's face it, Bosnia, England, Courland, Bohemia. Most of these aren't dangerous. England could potentially land ships here, which might mean that I need to build a navy here to protect myself. But Courland, weak, Bohemia, half strong, I guess. These two units here should be enough to stop them. And of course, Muscovy is now kicking Novgorod's arms, which gives me even more insight to the north, and potentially even vassalize Novgorod if Muscovy takes a lot of land here. But we'll accept this. I need the Ottomans as a defense. Oh, that's a big Bosnia. That's not the Bosnia I remember, and I forgot to get an extra missionary, so we'll do that just now. I'm a little bit unsure how this will work out, but we'll upgrade our military attack. Standardized pikes, level 5, get a comfort with increased by 2, and infantry shock by 0.15. Good. As I said, I'm a little bit unsure how we'll fight this war. We'll probably keep ourselves in the background, as usual. And hopefully here we can make something work. My inflation is actually going up, which is not good. And unfortunately here my diplomat died, and I cannot afford that guy. But the war with Timurids is on the other hand going really well. But again, we'll just sit back and allow the war to take or run its course, and we'll see if we can get a little bit of help here. I'll take the 20 army tradition for 80 ducats. I have a lot of money right now, so it's not an issue. And again, I will more or less rely on the Ottomans to be able to deal with their current issue on their own. And I'm also going to not siege anything that is Persian cause, because of course we want the rebels to, well, rebel. What I could do to help this is basically take these 3 provinces here, and I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to do a little bit of a mean thing here. We're going to siege these 3, force Timurids to hand them over, and the reason for that is really simple. That means that this area here will be more or less locked off, unless they get a deal with Baluchistan, or Mughals even, but it will allow me to do a lot of mean stuff. We're also most likely going to consider taking this province, and the reason for that is even simpler. By taking that province, I will be able to fabricate claims on the Mughals, will be able to get the Persian cause, and potentially vassalize the remains if I want to. They do have some force in the area, claims. That could be a beneficial way of me getting some more power, and also due to the fact that I do have a fair bit of diplomatic power stored up. We are going to take this pretty soon, I think. For now, however, I'll just fight the war on my own, and I'll leave Novgorod to Kazan. See how it goes. There we go. I think we're more or less done with this war. we do have some Persian patriots here, which is really useful. But before we end this war, I'm going to destroy this Persian army, or Timurid army, just to make sure that we have everything we need here. These are Persian patriots, but I have no idea where they actually hail to. It seems like they actually hail to Baluchistan, which is a little bit bad. If Baluchistan gets provinces, then we'll have to fight them, of course, but if not, then we are perfectly fine as is. And of course, the Order Exiles actually managed to take Iran, which is a little bit of a problem. I set up my forces and completely forgot about them. That's fine. Continue with that. Now, the plan here will be to, of course, kill these people pretty rapidly, which is fairly easy. I'm sacrificing a bit of manpower here, but it's fine, I hope. And again, I will be attempting to hunt down that Timurid army, and then we'll make peace. So I'll just do that. I'll deal with the rebels with my regular forces here. Manpower is above maximum, so we'll see how that works out. There we go, more or less over now. The Battle of Tula, get rid of the rebels. We're currently just sieging this, then we are done. So that's fine. The Timurid armies has been beaten. Again, I'm a little bit unsure if I should actually kill these guys off. It might be best for me if I do, but I think I'm fine. We're forcing the Kopadag and also I think Astarabad to be handed over to Persia. It will cost me 150 points. I'll get 9 aggressive expansion and 4 overextension. This is wonderful. And this is basically what we'll be taking. The goal is to cut the Timurids in almost 3 pieces. And of course this will allow rebels to hopefully take the southern part. But what we'll do now is support Timurids, the Persians, and hopefully that will allow me to get the rebels that I, want to win up and running. Novgorod is also a potential target here for vassalization, and again, very simple reason. They are incredibly easy here to get my hands on. It's almost criminally easy to vassalize Novgorod, and they don't really carry any big hate towards me right now, but it's still not going to be an easy match. Did I not send? There we go. Timurids accepted my deal here. Why can I not call this? Am I too far away? Let's see. It's probably the fact that it's overseas. Yeah. It's out of my range. This little Caspian Sea makes it out of my range, but that's fine. It's a really simple thing. I think I can sell it to Persia. At least try. So that will probably be the last thing to do. Attempting to sell this to Persia, and if I can't, well, it's going to get a little bit interesting. Let's see here. Access, economy. Well, Persia. Yeah, it's the Denmark. The Danes are in my country. Well, nothing to fret about. Truces wise, how are we looking? No, nothing with anyone. Attacking most likely first Muscovy, then Lithuania and Poland is probably the way to go here. Get border with Novgorod, then vassalize Novgorod, which will give me the northern parts. I think that's the best idea I have right now. And of course, hopefully these rebels will give me what I need, what I want, what I crave. But it might be a mistake. See. Now, COVID. We're going to get the support of the rebels up and running, then we'll see how things play out. Persian patriots. I'm going to be paying 3 ducats a month, that's fine. Worst case scenario here, I'll have to attack Baluchistan for the provinces, but I really doubt that will become the case. I can actually peacefully vassalize Baluchistan. I might have to do that, but we'll see how it plays out next time. For now, we'll be focusing still, getting Crimea and Kazan under the whip, and most likely end up annexing them during the next session. We'll see how it goes. Bye.